Yo, what's up? Welcome back. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome back to the Crypto Bully Bear Show, where we just having fun with no financial advice. Everything said on here is for entertainment purposes only. I'm just here to listen to what you got to say. Yo, what up? What up, one? I'm just curious what anybody else got to say today. I'm here for a few minutes. Yo, what up? What up? What up, family? I'm just here to hear what you motherfuckers got to say. I'm just here chilling, killing some time. What's up? What's up? Anybody discover anything? What's up? When is the moon date? What's going the fuck on? Oh, silver, baby. Silver's popping. Silver almost popped $43. I will say this. If silver price breaks $44.60, we're going to see $50. If silver breaks $44.60 with a candle body close over that price, over 44.60, if we get a candle body close over that price, we should see $50 silver ounce. What up, everybody? What up, Zenga Menge? What makes me say that? My stomach makes me say that. Don't listen to me. Like I said, this is only having fun. All right? So one of the highest other resistance looked like about $43 and change, I think. Or 44 something. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see if I'm right. I'm not saying I'm a professional when it comes to charting, but from what my spidey senses tell me, and I know that don't mean shit to nobody, is that if we candle body close, not a wick, meaning a candle body close over the price of 44.60, it should be bullish. There should be buyers there to push it up. There should be buyers at that level to push up the price. Moon day in October, we'll see. I got October 2nd or October 3rd. We also got October 19th, which is a 9/11 date also, so we'll see what happens on that date. Oh, yeah, the floodgates. They are the gatekeepers, peeps. They are the gatekeepers. Metallicus, I believe, is the gatekeepers. So, you know, I don't care what anybody got to say about that. That's my opinion. They are the gatekeepers. You want to be compliant, you want to be in the game, you want to be fast, you want to be cheap, you can get wrapped through Metallicus. Game changer. So my goal is $44.60. I'll even push it to $44.66. We can close over that and close at $44.70. I believe that we will keep going up. We will break $45 mark. We will pass that shit, and we will sniff close to $50. When? I have no idea. But my eyes are set on September 25th, which is 9/25, which is a sterling silver stamp. So we'll see what happens with that date. We'll see. Anyway, less about me and more about you guys. What's going on? What'd you hear about silver? Anything? Anybody hear anything else out in the streets? You guys all over the world on here, and nobody hears nothing? What up? What the fuck up? Let's see. I'm checking the chart over here for a second. Let me just see something. Figures you for I think I did. I didn't hear it through Metallicus, but if I remember correctly, I think I seen DeFi post something about a stable coin or something that Metallicus. I forgot what it was called. But if I try to look, I'm gonna knock myself off on here. Listen, I don't know. In my honest opinion, this is what I think. I think that every institute and every fucking credit union is already plugged in. I mean, from what I see on TV, the news, AI, when I search something, deep dive into things, all I see is Metallicus colors. Now, I could be wrong, you know, and that's okay, because I'm not charging nobody. So, I just think that they're all plugged in. A lot of people think that we're going to have a bear market after the case is, and I'm like, I don't think. You got to understand, all these other cycles had no banks, institutes, or credit unions in them. This is the first time banks, credit unions, and institutes are going to play the game with this bull market. In my eyes, the people think that they're going to sell, right? Because they think that a bear market is coming. I think when you sell your tokens, the bank is going to come and buy the dip up. I don't think there's going to be another bear market when it comes to crypto. That's just my opinion. Because why would the banks want to sell their coins? If I was a bank, or if you were a bank, just ask yourself, wouldn't you want to hold on to as much coins as possible? Wouldn't you want to buy up as much of the supply as possible when it comes to these coins? So, like, you know, some people are like, oh yeah, I'm going to sell here and then fucking exit the ramp on fiat. I'm like, and then what? You think you're going to pick it up for cheaper? I don't think so. I don't think so. And again, I just see banks sitting in the back waiting for people to drop their coins so they can pick them right up. That's what I see. So, I'm not selling anything. All right, the only thing I was selling was XRP and whatever. It fucking shoots up to, I don't care. I needed the money at the moment, and that's the end of that. All right? But besides the other coins, everything else is long-term. My WebAuth wallet is my long-term hold. I can't push any coins off of there, so it doesn't matter. Whatever's on there is on there for life, and when it's plugged in, I'll be able to swipe my phone and use it there. So that's what I think. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? You think that there's going to be another bull market after this? I just don't see it. When the banks know that they can hold on to crypto without getting penalized or sued or attacked by the SEC, I'm buying up all the fucking coins if I was a bank. And then I'll lend them out. Because the more coins you have, the more you can borrow, the more you can lend, the more you can do this and that. If you don't have the coin, you can't do nothing. So, you know, I'm not telling you to sell. I'm not telling you to hold on. I'm just telling you to make sure you understand what you hold and what you're selling. And that's it. How much money we need to have. Again, these questions are up to you. How much money do you believe you need to have in order to have a good life, a good experience? Are you one that are you a car enthusiastic guy? Are you going to be buying Lambos and Ferraris? I don't know, because then you're going to probably need a few million. I don't know. Are you just a guy that don't give a shit and you wear the same clothes for 3 days in a row because you're on the beach anyway? And you're just in a swimming suit, bathing suit, and flip-flops? Then you don't need much. So those are the questions you need to answer yourself about how much money you need to have. I would say this. I really think this is not financial advice. This is me trying to fucking destroy you. So be careful what you listen to when I'm talking about. I'm here to fuck you up and wipe you out clean, okay? After saying all that, I totally forgot what I was going to say. The Standard Santander Bank started selling crypto. Since the guy wants attention, let's give this guy attention. Like, this is the way you fucking use your energy? This is the way you fucking live your life? You want to go in other people's things and ask them about who got caught with who? Like, this is seriously your fucking life, Adam? I feel fucking sad for you that this is your life. This is what you want to do. You want to go into other men and speak to other men on social. All right, Adam. You take care, buddy. Since, you know, you want a little fucking attention. I'm telling you, man, the fucking way that people use their time and energy fucking amazes me. Don't do exactly what I do, Kirky. I believe Metallicus is the end game. My WebAuth wallet is the end game. I do believe that, not financial advice. How high do I think it can go? If it's a bank coin, I gotta say at least 3 digits. XPR, if it's a bank coin, and it's gonna be plugged into FedNow, and it's gonna be one of the major fucking ecosystem coins of new currency, I have to see at it being at least a 3-digit token, minimum. At least. I could be wrong, but that's what I see. If you're going to be one of the main tokens that the bank uses, I got to see you being at least 3 digits. Because remember, you can tokenize all these things. You can break them down into drops and stuff like that. What do I think of Kirky's? All I would say is people that are crying and upset and devastated really need to rewatch all those videos and don't get played. That's all I will say. If you're a person that's caught up in your feelings over the death, I would just say please rewatch the videos and be open-minded and use your fucking mind. Use your eyes to see what the fuck is going on. All right? That's all I'll say. If you're out here feeling upset and sad and you're all twisted and out of shape, I just feel sorry for you. You got caught up. What's my thoughts on Litecoin and Snipcoin? I do like Litecoin. I was I'm not gonna say his name, but I was hanging with the CEO for Litecoin, one of his best friends. I used to hang with him, and I seen him use Litecoin. He spoke about it. He showed me he uses Litecoin, and Litecoin. This is probably 2021, 2021, around there. And Litecoin back then was lightning speed. He was using Litecoin and he was paying for coffee and all that other shit. So I like Litecoin. Snipcoin is part of the Metallicus, groupie. They're like Metallicus got their main 5. The main 4 with the stable coin, which is 5, and then they have like little sub entries out of them, which is like, to me, is Storex, Snipcoin, Dogecoin. I feel like all those other ones are kind of like on the outskirts, but there to make a difference. So I got a few Litecoins, got a few Snipcoins. 2026 all season. I hope it ain't that long, but anything is possible from this point. What up, Belgium? What's going on, tools? I got a few people on here in the comments and shit are like fucking trying to like maybe insult me. I don't know what they're trying to do, but they're trying to insult me or whatever, and then trying to pick up XRP Veil. And whatever. I mean, I like him because he speaks from his heart. Regardless, whatever's coming out of his mouth, that's how he feels, and nobody can argue with that. But it's the fucking energy. You know what I'm saying? It's that fuck you attitude. You know what? Yeah. It goes. So I ain't mad at him. I just watch it, be entertained. That's all I can do. But it is what it is. It is what it is. The only thing I don't like with Veil sometimes is that you can show him maybe some evidence. I mean, I don't know, because I didn't really show him evidence, so I can't really say that he would act like that, but all he's screaming at is just XRP. XRP is the leader of, ISO 200, and there's really no proof, except for like articles that other people are writing that assume that these are what it is. But as we can see for facts, Metal Blockchain and XPR Network are the only blockchains on the ISO 222 that are compliant. So just be careful, because he's not the only one that's screaming that. There's multiple people screaming that out there. I don't know why they're still screaming that out there. I understand before, because that's what was told, but now that more information is out, I mean, listen, some people want to keep their viewers, some people want to keep their subscribers, so sometimes you have to talk about shit that people want to hear. On here, I talk shit on what I feel, regardless if you want to hear it or not. Okay? Because you can go make your own fucking show. You don't like what I got to say? Make your own damn show. And I will watch it. But I will not water myself down, baby, because you feel a certain way. We are closing in, baby. We're closing in. What up, spaceman? What red, green, and yellow colors represent them? I often see it on TV. I'm not too sure what you're meaning there, Podmac. If metal was 6 cents now, 30 cents, I think it will go to 3 digits. I mean, metal's a printer, right? Metal's a printer for blockchains. If everybody wants their own blockchain, they got to go through metal. I mean, I don't know. It seems like metal is going to be used heavily if every bank and every institute, every credit union, every store wants their own blockchain. I could only assume that metal is going to be used heavy, and that it would be at least probably 4 digits. In my opinion, it only got 666 million. So we'll see what happens. I can see a 4-digit metal blockchain. I don't know if that's possible, but just the way my brain's thinking, like, damn, if everybody's going through metal or through that particular source, how is it not going to gain value then? Just my opinion. Just my opinion. See, there's people on here. Creep, another cornball. Let's call out the cornballs. Creep, another cornball, leaving it. Another cornball. And then look, the cornballs speak, and then they retrace their fucking comments. Talking all that shit. Most banks. What up, tools? Most banks that use Ripple don't use XRP. LTC is OG of crypto. They are always in the conversation. Snips will be next. YouTube, Twitter, etc. Yep. I think Snips is, a social platform, if I'm not mistaken. It is what it is. Say Vale is a little too intense with opinions, but I don't know his life, so I don't judge. Hey, listen, everybody can have, their own opinion, hey, listen, that's his show. That's his channel. He could fucking be whatever he wants to be on his show. You don't like it, don't watch it. That's basically what that comes down to. I just laugh at the people that don't like people's shows, but yet they'll sit there and they'll fucking give all their energy to the damn show to listen to somebody that they don't even fucking like. And I'm sorry about all the cursing, but you know what? I read that the word fuck is a great word to use. And they despise you. They make you feel like shit for using the word fuck. Okay? You know the word F-U-C-K? That word, when you say it, it is pretty much expressing your true authenticity, whatever you want to say, your true self. When you're like, oh, fuck, that's your true fucking, that's your deep inside feelings. Or you're like, oh, fucking damn. That is something within you that's just being brought out in a greater intensity. That's all it is. So don't ever be afraid to say fuck. Yeah, we'll see about XRP. I mean XPR. We'll see what all these Metallicus coins does. And listen, they're all in the millions. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. In my opinion, not financial advice, but I think from what I see all over the place, I see Metallicus colors everywhere. Movies, TV shows, literally everywhere. The news, everywhere. So this is my thought process. I'm just thinking that they're plugged into everything. Everybody is plugged into Metallicus. Everybody knows Metallicus. Everybody's plugged in, waiting for the signal to be like this. Everybody, you all ready? Everybody's on board, and then they're going to switch. And when that switch happens, I believe that Metallicus market caps are going to go from the millions, close, and they're going to skip the single-digit billion. I think that they're going to hit trillions. I could be wrong because maybe the whole world is not, Maybe they have a majority of it. But I'm saying if they have everybody on lockdown already, if everybody's fucking plugged in globally, I can see Metallicus going from millions to trillions. Okay? Yeah, I said it. From millions to trillions. Okay? And the way I'm thinking is that a lot of people say that most banks are not using XRP. They're using the Ripple network, which is run by Metallicus, in my opinion. But most banks are not using XRP. And if XRP can get to fucking 200 billion without really having full utilities, without doing smart contracts, and if you notice, XRP needs help. Everybody's like, oh, when Flare comes in, then XRP is good. Why, if XRP is the fucking coin, why does it need some other coin to boost it? I'm just saying. If XRP is the motherfucking coin, why do you need another coin to help it? It should just do it on its own because it's the chosen one. That's just my opinion. You see how, Metallicus coins are not waiting for a third-party coin. They're not waiting for another company to come and help them out. Metallicus is doing the dirt. Metallicus is working behind the scenes. They're the people that are on top, pulling all the fucking strings on top. If you want to believe it or not, okay? And if you don't believe it, then you go get whatever coin you believe is pulling your strings. But that's what I think. So, in my mind, if everybody across the globe is plugged in, that's what I believe that I will see market cap from millions to trillions when it comes to Metallicus. Now, I'm sure probably every fucking bank, everybody that deals with big money, most likely probably won't be plugged in all at the same time. We're going to have to get a majority of people. Then the people in the background are going to have to see this turn into something good. So then they could be like, oh, okay, we'll work with that. Or maybe it's like across the board where it's like, you all need to use digital cash, and you're all going to need to go through the gatekeeper Metallicus. And maybe that's how it works. If it works like that, then believe it that if you have a WebAuth wallet and you have coins and you're holding all 4 or 5 coins in your wallet, depending on how many you're holding, I am sure you're going to, instead of people are waiting to see zeros, I think Metallicus wallet is going to create commas. Commas. That means for every comma, you get 3 zeros added. For every comma, you get 3 zeros added. So, in my opinion, that's what I see. John 858, I would just do a little bit more deep diving on snips. Vale is, hey, I don't know what Vale is. I just know he's entertaining. No need to be sorry on here, man. My English ain't all that great neither. Yeah, some people do it for the views and some do it to enlighten. You know, I decided to enlighten the people, and I didn't give a fuck when I went from XRP to XPR. I didn't really give 2 shits how many people were going to leave my channel, or, you know, or how many new subscribers I won't get, because I'm not speaking about what everybody wants to hear. So it is what it is. Today I heard Elon Musk say that YouTube is the best university and you just have to choose a good professor. I know that was a long time ago. That's why I'm here. Oh, so he's basically saying that fucking it's school, basically. I like the Hulk, though. I like the Hulk. I gotta say, though, he does come up with some little fucking, some deep shit that I don't hear anybody speaking about, so I'll give him that much. Should you anchor your web auth? Yeah, if you want to. Who knows? Who knows what the anchoring does? I don't know. It could, most likely, probably a good thing. They do speak about it, but you know, anything can happen, and I don't want to be the one to be like, yeah, anchor your shit, and then something happens, and then you're like, this motherfucker, he told me to do this. No, not me. No, not me. All I can say is that I have an Anchor wallet, and that's really about it, and that's all I'll say. So, how many XRPs you think should I hold just in case it goes up, or should I leave it? You're asking the same question. You're asking how many you should hold, or if you should leave it. Isn't leaving it and holding it the same thing? Is Casino Coin dead? I don't know. I still like Casino Coin. Ever since the Frank episode on The Simpsons, you see that we're taking money off the fucking table. I sold mine off the platform because I was going to lose access and I had nowhere to fucking move it to, Casino Coin. So, I couldn't find a wallet that was holding it. So, I wound up selling mine. But I can still see it being a thing. I only really went off Casino Coin of the Simpsons episode. So. You know what? I think actually fucking Bitcoin runs on, I think, Metallicus. I gotta find that interview again, man. I was trying to find it yesterday and the day before, and I can't find it, and I don't know why it's not in my my list of YouTube. I think I seen it on YouTube. I'm trying to go back. It was an old interview. It was probably like 6 or 7 years ago, man. Marshall speaking, and I can't even remember properly to even know what I want to say here. But I need to really find that fucking interview because I could have sworn there was something slipped in there about Bitcoin and metal. Yeah, Peter Glass saying F you, relieve stress. Do we crash before we lift off? There could be a possibility. I asked Starship the same question, and he says, well, if the Phoenix is supposed to rise, then that means all things burn, right? All things burn and crash, and then the Phoenix rises. And that's what I see. I don't really care what anybody says. I see that that's just going to be an overnight thing. You're going to wake up to your wallet being swollen. We all got a bag, Pete. We all got a bag. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think you had asked me about that. Chase Larson, Chris Larson. Listen, it doesn't matter anyway. Metallicus is the chosen one. Ripple is the face. Yeah, I feel November is going to be a big month for us too. Remember the 5th of November. And then 11/2 is another date that I want to see what happens. Being that the 211 was a Super Bowl 58, and there was on the deck clock, we had a silver night that said silver revaluation, and in the background above the night, it had a code of 211. So I don't know. But I'm going to see what happens on the 23rd of this month, because all these movies and all this other shit. And remember in the Frank episode, the guy in the jet ski, right? The lady had April on it. She was handing over the ledger, something like, I guess, or the guy was handing over the ledger to April. Whatever it was, she was there for a transaction, and she was about to get the ledger. Her name was April at the time. Now, looking at all these other decodes, I started noticing that the 23rd of November was a big date. Even the movie came out being September 5th. Now, 23rd, 2 plus 3 is 5. September 5th, I don't know if that has to do or related, but interesting. But the most interesting part is the 23rd, I believe, begins an equinox, as well as it's the beginning of Libra season. Now, Libra, mix the letters around, smells April. Okay? Libra, the B turns into a P. Just for you guys that want to be cute and be like, the B. The B turns into a P. So Libra turns into April. So is it Libra season that we're going to see a big run? Only time can tell. Only time can tell. Yeah, YouTube was better. Yeah, YouTube's now shadow banning everybody. I haven't seen anything tweeted on Metallicus, but I'll check it out. So it says they have the Anchor wallet only transfer 1 XPR. All right. I think Casino Coin will be used for betting all over all betting platforms soon. Who knows? That's what I feel like too. CEO California is now live with the stablecoin in the country. Okay. So we got California is now live with the first stablecoin in the country. Yeah, I lost my access to BitTrue. That's where everything else was. I even lost my BSV. I had it on there too. See you later, BSV. See you later. On point, Rasta, if you're asking me about Marshall speaking at the convention thing, it was just him and 2 other people in the room. Oh, the FCU. Yeah, St. Cloud. I've seen that. That's what DeFi King said. Am I connected with crypto liking? No, have no idea who it is. For a minute, I thought it was somebody that connected me. I thought crypto liking was a person that actually reached out to me and put me on to New Titan and kept telling me to watch the videos. I don't understand what they're saying. Keep watching the videos. At the time, that person was named Royal Purple. Whoever that person is, bless their soul, because I have no idea where that person went. He was here for a short time. He guided me to New Titan. He guided me through to some ancient knowledge and a lot of other shit. You know, he was very informative. And then he just came out one day, was like, yo, I take back all my fucking powers from everybody. No contact me, nobody no more. And then just disappeared off the map. So I don't know if he was just a gift from the angels that came down and guided me through this crypto space. But great fucking guy. Just, you know, I wish I knew where he was. And if he is crypto liking, I can see that because he had stupid knowledge. He was teaching me every time he was posting something to me. He was teaching me and I was learning. So I'm grateful for Royal Purple, wherever that person may be. So 9/23, 2025 equals 666. How does it? Well, you're timesing there, so you're doing 2 times 3. I see what you're doing there. It could be 666. It also could be 999. So, and why 925? Well, I said September 25th is because it's the sterling silver stamp. So I don't know. And being that fucking sterling silver is about to break almost $43, I mean, the 25th is next week. It can easily get ripping. That's how you know numerology fucking works. If we see something, and it might not be silver, because if you've seen on 9/9, on September 9th, gold hit all-time highs. And September 9th was 9/9, and then 2025 is 9. So that was a true 999 code flat. Add up the year 9, and then you had September 9. So you had the 999 code. That was a nice, clean 999. On that date, gold hit all-time highs. So let's see if silver does something on 925. If we want to play with numbers, let's see if silver does something on 925 or 924. Because 924, 4 plus 2 is 6. You flip it, it becomes 999. So anything can happen. We'll see what happens. What up, Dream Team? People saying the rapture that day. I can see that. I can see something happening in the sky. So, Binance is buying lobster. That's what's up. Interesting. Since this overnight board was showing Ethereum, Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Filecoin on the board. What's your opinion? My opinion is that the answer was not on the fucking board. That's my opinion. Go watch the episode again. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to let you do your own decode. I think Metallicus is equal to tiny, micro, small, little, compressed. All those words relate to Metallicus. That's all I'm going to say. Now go back and watch the episode. Again, I think the answer that they were looking for is not even on the board. Okay? Not even on the board. Yeah, Francisco, people got fucking sausage fingers on here. They just come on here to troll and mock. That's all they do. They come on here to troll and mock. They can't even press the like button. That's why I don't even bother going like heavy deeply to try to pull up articles and give you guys this and that, because most of you guys don't even appreciate the shit that's on here anyway. Too much time anyway we wasted. Yep, from another dimension. Filecoin, Litecoin, I slept on for sure. Filecoin is going to be dealing with data. Obviously, you're going to need somewhere to store data, right? So Filecoin and Fetch, those are pretty good coins for data. I believe. Falcon stores down. Yeah. Metallicus. XRP Royal Purple Oil. Yep. Kept popping up everywhere over and over. Then I found your channel. That was my connection. Oh shit, Dream P. Yeah, somebody called Royal Purple. Like I said, shout out to that person. I don't know. I just know that they deleted all their shit. However, I was contacting them. That information no longer exists. So wherever that person may be, man, hopefully they're doing well. Yep, they will bring the first $1 trillion of stable coins for sure. They're gonna bring everything. They're gonna be first to bring everything on board. That's just my opinion, Metallicus. Yeah, he probably could be. Marshall could be for sure. Constellation Dag. Yep. Sold mine though. I had some. I sold mine. Just that shit that I couldn't put in the wallet. I couldn't take off the exchanges. I just wound up selling them. Well, in my eyes, I don't want to see it being a long process, Muslim. I want to see it being a fast and overdone thing. Maybe to gather all of the money is going to probably take some years, but these other institutes, banks are ready now. They're ready to load up now. You know, the price got to move. The price has to gap, so not every single person could afford to get the fuck out of their jobs and buy crypto. That's just my opinion. I hear BSV is the real Bitcoin. Yeah, I hear it. I don't care. I don't really care what's the real Bitcoin. Let them chase it. I don't want to spend 50 something dollars on a fucking coin right now. I'd rather just go and buy Metallicus coins. I don't know, call me biased, call me whatever you want. But like I said, compliance, small market cap, super cheap price. You could pick up multiple coins up for, $100, depending on which coin you fucking choose. It's a no-brainer for me. Metallicus, they have characters on The Simpsons. The atom sign is on the fucking nuclear thing. Mr. Burns is metal blockchain. I mean, you put your money whatever you want. I feel comfortable putting it into cartoons. So, that's it. I feel comfortable putting my money into cartoons. He lined up a logo with the Simpsons episode. It was amazing proof. Yep. Ojo is better than other wallets. Yep. What up, Mr. RDX? XDR, I meant. I'm gonna leave the BSV coins for the big BSV heads. I'm done. Actually, I'm pretty much done. The only thing that I'm actually going to buy, if I'm buying any more investments, is going to be silver and copper. That's it. I'm not buying any more coins. I don't care if a new coin comes out. That's it. I'm done. I'm in New York. I'm very restricted to what I can do. I'm not going to be hopping into here. I feel comfortable with Metallicus, and that's about pretty much, and XLM and Stella. So see what happens with the rest of these coins. But I love the wallet. I love that I can stake from the palm of my hands. I love that I can transfer money from one wallet to another. I don't need to go to a bank. And I love I can do everything from the palm of my hands and kind of be my own bank, you know what I mean? And lend and borrow and do this other shit and gain interest on my shit and collect it daily and not have to wait a whole year to see peanuts on my money. Is internet computer good? That's the infinity sign, right? The colorful one, I think. I think it's good. I see a few symbols, but those other ones we're just guessing. I know Metallicus will be good. Hello? What's up, Dan? Good. I'm gonna wrap it up soon. See you soon. All right. Well, price should follow soon. Yeah, I mean, the tech is there to stay. I think digital coins and money is going to be the new best thing. They want to know what everybody's doing. You see, the transportation, Omni, is becoming, they're going to know where you're going, what stop. Well, you don't have to swipe when you get off, but they're going to know where you're getting on, how many times you get on the train, what trains you're riding, what buses you're riding, and they're going to know all that, just like with the money as well, too. Everything's going to be on chain. So behave yourselves and act right. AI, what do you say from all-time highs? I have no idea. Tools. Snip went 300x in the last 2 weeks. Yeah, because probably Echo X is probably talking about it. Yeah, what's wealth without good health? Good observation. I have no idea what it could hit this year, Kev. No idea. All depends on how many institutes and banks are plugged in and if they're going to flip the switch this year or next year. It all depends. For people saying loan to be $1, I think that's insulting to loan itself. I think loan is going to be a hell of a lot bigger than that, but we'll see. I mean, we haven't even hit a penny. I understand, but just my opinion. Oh yeah, Terminator 3. I'll have to check it out. Good eye though, Waldo. Yeah, I don't really eat fast food, and I'm trying to even fucking steer off the meat at the moment. I'm trying to be a straight tree eater. Everything that comes off the trees. I won't be happy at $1. No, I won't. You know when I'll be happy is when I can fucking spend my money. That's when I'll be happy, because you know what? It could go up to $1. It could go up to $100. If you can't fucking spend it, what the fuck does it matter? Right? You know when I'll be happy? I'll be happy when this shit goes live and I can spend this damn money. But having numbers being swollen in your wallet and I can't use it, that's just frustrating, man. I mean, yeah, it's cute, it's nice. You show your friends or whatever, your family, like, I told you so. You see, you should have got in it or whatever. But if I'm sitting around and my shit says $500,000 and it's just the fucking numbers on the screen and I can't do nothing with it, then what the fuck does it matter if loan went up to $100 to $10? It's only good for the people that can swap and do all this other shit. Because being in New York, my hands are tied. So, if you wanted to swap this and that, I understand, but it's so good. No, Bob, yeah, no, it's all right. I was just speaking, off the top of my head. I wasn't really trying to come at you to say that. But there's a few people on there, talking about $1. I'm more like, shit. Loan, I think, is going to be big money. I think it's going to be 4 digits loan. 4 digits, at least. In my honest opinion. You hear loan protocol is tied with land and home loans. Yeah, I mean, any loan. Really, there's only 2 really big loans. Well, you got 3 big loans. You got a personal loan, really, and you got, like, mortgage loans and shit like that, and then you got car loans. Those really are, like, the biggest 3 loans that, they can really put out there. So, I can see loan protocol taking over all that. Well, New York City is the money-making state, if you want to say that, and they probably want, it's a Democratic state, so, the Dems want you to be on your knees begging for them to help you. If New York was so easy, or if they let New Yorkers get crypto so easy, then most people won't be on their knees begging for help. They'll be able to help themselves. So that's the only thing I see. But yeah, it's annoying. It's almost getting to the point where like I might have to move into a not really move, but I might have to get a Jersey address just to be able to use the platform. So we'll see what up. Anyway, I gotta wrap it up over here. Somebody's waiting on my truck, and I gotta be out. So it's been fun. It's been long enough, and I'm out of here, peeps. So head up high, hold on strong. Bear gone.